Next week on Coronation Street, Sarah faces terrifying threats in prison, Lucy is hit with a heartbreaking foster care shock, and Idris risks everything with an illegal poker game. Plus, Richie demands a dangerous favor from Tim. But which secret will explode first? Spoiler 1. Sarah's prison nightmare. Sarah Platt's prison ordeal is about to become even more terrifying. After Todd returns from Thailand, Sarah finally opens up about the threats she's been facing from fellow inmate Casey. Casey desperately wants Sarah to help her son, who has been arrested over an armed robbery. Sarah makes it clear that she has already ended things with Kit and can't get involved. Todd refuses to let it go, tracks Kit down and convinces him to visit Sarah, aware of just how serious the situation really is. Kit finally arrives. Sarah begs him for help, warns her that getting involved could destroy his career, exact reason Sarah ended their relationship in the first place. And Casey takes things to a frightening new level, leaving Sarah with a chilling warning. If anything happens to her son, Sarah will be blamed. Risk everything to protect Sarah? Sarah now in serious danger inside prison. Spoiler 2. Kit fails. Harry Kit Green is struggling to cope with Harry Platt, and things are about to get even worse. Adam manages to persuade Harry to attend the Little Big Shots drama group by promising him the lead role in Bugsy Malone. But once there, Harry loses his temper after being taunted about Sarah and smashes Jake Windus's headphones. Adam is furious and later gives Kit a serious warning about his responsibilities as a father. He even contacts Sarah in prison and tells her that Harry desperately needs stability. Then Adam and Bethany come up with a solution. They suggest Harry stays with Kit for the rest of the school holidays, but Kit is already struggling to keep everything under control. And when a mysterious woman named Lottie introduces herself at the holiday club, could she become important to Harry's story? Spoiler 3. Lucy's foster care shock. Parkinson is finding it harder and harder to adjust to life without her parents. Arranges lunch with Sally, hoping Lucy and Lily can finally make peace after their earlier argument. Gives Lucy a heartfelt apology and even opens up about losing her own mum, Kylie. It looks as though the girls might finally understand each other. Problems are far from over. She wants to speak to her dad, Richie, but Tim refuses to let her call him. Lucy lashes out and refuses to join the family. Tim then admit they may be completely out of their depth. Tim reveals some devastating news. Social services have been in touch, and Lucy is due to meet her new foster parents. Will Lucy be taken away from the only home she has started to know? Spoiler 4. Richie's dangerous request. Richie Parkinson puts Tim in an impossible position next week. During a prison visit, Richie makes an urgent request. He wants Tim to lie to the police and support his version of events. Richie insists that he acted in self-defense and claims that Tim's help could be his only chance of avoiding a prison sentence. But Tim refuses to get involved. That decision leaves Richie furious. He reminds Tim that without his intervention, he would never have been able to return home to his wife Rachel in the first place. Now, Tim has a huge decision to make. Does he protect his cousin and risk getting himself into serious trouble, or finally tell the truth and leave Richie to face the consequences? How far will Richie go to convince Tim to change his mind? Spoiler 5. Idris's illegal poker gamble. Idris Nazir is desperate to find the extra $15,000 he needs to buy Alia's share of Speed Doll, and his next idea could land him in serious trouble. After Alia refuses to accept anything less than $50,000, Idris secretly organizes an illegal poker night at Speed Doll. He even recruits Ollie and Lauren, while making sure Alia and Leanne know nothing about his plan. Idris gives Ollie money to play with and promises him a share of whatever he wins. But Lauren overhears everything and warns Idris to stay out of trouble. The poker game goes ahead, with dodgy player Fiona Morley demanding that the stakes be doubled. One by one, the players drop out until only Fiona and Ollie remain, and somehow Ollie wins. But when Leanne discovers what happened, she's furious and bans Idris from Speed Doll. Then Idris reveals one more secret. He cheated during the game. Will Fiona discover the truth, and could Idris's desperate gamble destroy everything? Spoiler 6. Christina's Somerset trip is in trouble. George and Christina are looking forward to their trip to Somerset, but their plans quickly fall apart when Todd accidentally reveals that Christina has been on yet another spending spree. George is furious and tells Christina that she is no longer welcome to come with him. Heartbroken, Christina tries to distract herself with a night out at the Rovers with Todd, James, and Sean. But she soon admits that she is too worried about George to enjoy herself and leaves. Then, later in the week, Todd reveals that he is heading to the gay village, and suddenly Christina changes her mind and decides she wants to come along. But can Christina and George repair their relationship before their trip turns into another disaster? Spoiler 7. Celeste's shocking secret. A mysterious woman named Celeste arrives on the cobbles, leaving everyone wondering exactly what she wants. Glenda spots her trying to get into number 7, but after learning that Dev and Bernie are away, Celeste leaves. Later, she approaches Todd outside the undertaker's and explains that she needs to arrange a funeral. Todd agrees to help, expecting the arrangements to be for someone else. But the next day, Celeste arrives at the Rovers with her driver, Fraser, and drops a bombshell. The funeral isn't for a relative. It's for Celeste herself. She reveals that she has only 6 weeks left to live and wants every detail of her Dolly Parton-themed funeral planned perfectly. But one question remains. Why was Celeste looking for Dev and Bernie in the first place? Spoiler 8. Glenda's new romance goes wrong. Glenda immediately takes a liking to Celeste's driver, Fraser, and wastes no time making her feelings known. She invites him for a drink, and although Celeste quickly pulls him away, Fraser secretly gives Glenda his number. Things look promising when he agrees to meet her for a date. But while Glenda is enjoying her new romance, she and the others are becoming increasingly worried about Todd. His behavior has changed dramatically since returning from Thailand, and Glenda warns him that his heavy drinking could push his friends away. Then Celeste returns to the undertaker's with a shocking revelation. Fraser is gay. Todd is intrigued by the news, and soon starts thinking about how he can use it to get revenge on Glenda. Could Glenda's new romance become Todd's next target? Spoiler 9. Will's GCSE results. Shock. Will Driscoll finally has to face his GCSE results, and the news isn't quite what he was hoping for. When he tells his family, Will admits that he managed to scrape a couple of passes but failed the rest. Understandably, he's disappointed, but Ben immediately reassures his son, telling him that the family are proud of him for sitting the exams at all, especially after everything Megan Walsh put him through. For Will, the results may feel like another setback, but his family refuse to let him believe that his future is over. Could this disappointment actually become the start of a fresh chapter for Will? Spoiler 10. Nina's shock exit. Nina Lucas could be preparing to say goodbye to Weatherfield. After returning from Whitby, Nina admits to Uncle Roy that she thinks she completely ruined her art gallery interview. She's convinced that the opportunity has slipped away, and Roy can do little to change her mind. But then Nina receives a message that changes everything. The gallery wants her. She's been offered the job. Suddenly, Nina is facing a huge decision. A new career opportunity could take her away from the cobbles, her friends, and Roy. Will Nina really leave Weatherfield behind, or will something, or someone,